Hey everybody, HMV here. Playing more Kerbal Space Program, and we are at Tylo. We are in orbit, and we have to get this thing to bop. And the man who's doing that is someone, I'm sure, and I'll tell you who it is in a second. I wrote it down, I promise. Not Run DVI, not HM Kerman, Nightingale. Nightingale, you get to be the first Kerbal to step out in orbit of Tylo. And you're going to head your way down here. You're in charge of disconnecting your own thing, assuming it lets me do this. I don't actually know if it'll let me do it. The answer is no. None. It lets me none do it. So we're going to hit F5 here, because I don't know if the staging is correct, and we're going to hit spacebar. Nice. Okay, now Nightingale, guess what you get to do? You get to board your very own vessel. Look at you. Oh, there you are. That's your ship. You're going to bop. You got 26 grand in the tank. You don't have your thrusts on, so you can do this. And we need to plan your ejection to bop. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to do all these maneuvers at periapsis, regardless of whether or not they're the right time to do it. Because what we're going to do here, we're going to, yeah, we are definitely going backwards because I totally put that the wrong way. We're going to just get out of Tylo's sphere of influence with a burn. It should be a pretty cheap burn here. There we go. Just enough to get out of Tylo's sphere of influence. Snap it at the periapsis. Make sure we're right there. And then if we just go plus orbits, and we keep doing our plus orbits, eventually we'll get our highest apoapsis, which is right there. Then we can prograde ourselves out to bop. Oh, and look at that. It almost couldn't be better. Actually, if we go minus an orbit, because it's actually probably better if I set bop as a target. Yeah, it's almost better to get my apoapsis over here than it is to do it the other way. So let's do it. Let's go, is it minus an orbit? Yeah. And then plus some meters per second, maybe minus one more orbit. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That is 254 meters per second. Well spent. And it is, how many days from now is that? That is 5 days from now. You know what we're going to do? Mateus Kerman, hop on out. You get to go on the Vol ship. We might actually land on Tylo today now that I'm thinking about it. Let's go back to the main ship here. We are going to stage this away. Come on. There we go. Remember how I was always worried about debris? Don't care anymore. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with you. You get on. There we go. Oh, that looks beautiful. Let's go ahead and disconnect this. Stage your engine. I love this. You are going to be landing on Vol, sir, and you also have 47, 45 meters per second, which is a lot more, obviously. Vol's a bigger place. But we're going to do the exact same thing we did with Nightingale's ship. We're going to set up at our periapsis. We're going to burn out. There you go. Now we're going to zoom out. Now notice we can't leave Tylo and not encounter Vol's orbit. Like just the act of leaving Tylo is enough to encounter Vol. It's kind of crazy. So let's go ahead and go down by 10s maybe. Nope, 10s is too much. Let's go up by 1s. There we go. That's so I guess I was wrong. We can leave Tylo and not encounter Vol, but if we add like 2 meters per second, then boom, we've got it. And No, that's not going to do it. I would rather wait. What is our... Yeah, see, I mean, we're at 0.0. So we'll just do this, and then we'll meet it here eventually. And that's in 2 hours. Yeah, let's see. If we do that, though, yeah, we're going to do the Tylo ship after we do some ejection. So we probably will land on Tylo, because we're going to do the Tylo ship out here, I think. Yeah, because we're going to want to bring our Oh, actually, the Tylo ship's going to need extra stuff because it's going to need to change its angle, isn't it? So maybe we should do that now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it now. When you stage this away. Should probably make sure the other ship isn't over there. And then we're going to decouple this. And then Kyle, the last guy to go EVA for a while. Go and get down on your ship, which is the Tylo ship, which has the most Delta V of the three, for what should be obvious reasons. There you are. And what you need to do is you actually need out here at Apoapsis, you're going to need to add a maneuver to get yourself the other way. Yeah, see, that's expensive. 550. Can we make that better by, at periapsis, burning way up, burning like this? And I just realized we don't need to make it up that high, do we? We can do it like this. As long as part of our orbit is up there. So it's 223 and a tiny amount. Now, if we delete these, let's do this knowing now what we just learned, which is we only have to get it up that high. We only have to get it up to about there. So yeah, that's about the same. We're gonna do it the easy way. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and then we're going to, back here, let me focus on Tylo. We're going to here then burn retrograde to get ourselves into an orbit. We might even be able to just do this. We have to go higher on this one. Yeah, we have to get it up to at least here, which is now getting kind of expensive. 400, but you know what? We can handle 400. And then here, if we burn it down, like this, and then yeah, and then when we get here on our next pass, lots of burns, but it'll work. Then we bring this down here. And that should be not far enough. So we actually need this to go even farther. So maybe I was right the first time. That's what we're looking at. It's something along those lines. Now, obviously, we won't be doing that one at that point. So the three of these things together are 526, 422. So we're talking, that's almost $1,000 right there. Then 147. And then to stop, 2316. So that was $1,000 and change, and then 23. You might not be making it back, but you can make it to the ground, and that's the important thing. Also, if you're getting close and you run out of fuel, you can always hop out and jetpack your way. So that's what we're going to do, and we're not going to do this third node. That third node was just for planning. But we are going to do this. And I just realized we can't rename our ships. Rename vessel. Oh, we can do it by clicking on the Kerbal. Awesome. Tylo lander. Okay, this is our Vol lander. I love that you can right-click the Kerbal and rename the ship. There we go. Now we have everything. So now we're at the Tylo lander. He's the next thing to happen. Let's aim you at your maneuver node. And go. There we go. 0.1 meters per second's got to be close enough for this guy. Okay, now sadly we've got basically our burns are way too much. So the Tylo lander, actually this guy, what we're going to do for you is we're going to move your slowdown burn +1 orbit because it doesn't matter when we do your burn. Here we go. We got some sort of world first, probably spacewalk in orbit of Tylo. That's fine. We don't care about these anymore. We're not coming back to Kerbin in this series. There's no reason to go back to Kerbin. Everything is happening at Jewel from now on. It's a little disturbing how close we are to the Discovery 1, so I'm going to hit F5 just in case we do hit it. The chances of hitting it are quite low, but with my luck, we will. Look at that. That's awesome. Yeah, we seem to be off center from our maneuvers, which is kind of annoying on this guy. But there's nothing I can do about it. We just have to take it into account, I guess. Yeah, now here, we're going to give you a maneuver. And if we slow you down a little bit, that won't do anything. Well, it'll kind of do something. Is it worth doing that? How much is that going to cost? $276. We have $4,000. I think $276 is worth it. I don't think that's gonna. I don't think we're gonna save enough on Oberth to make that something to worry about. Although I just saw our encounter's not there anymore, so maybe we won't. Maybe it's not worth it because of the questionableness of the thing. What if we just go plus an orbit and see what happens here? That's a lot of orbits. That's a lot of potential encounters with Tylo. Although it seems if we don't encounter Tylo, we're going to get a fantastic encounter with Vol. But let's jump to the Tylo lander. We'll take care of his slowdown burn. And then we'll decide what we're going to do with the Vol lander here as it leaves Tylo. It's like all you guys are off a bit on your aim. You need to go down about this far to be online with it and to keep the aim going. Oh, look, there goes the other ship. It's at a different orbit. That's awesome. Yeah, we just have to realize that we're 5 degrees or so off of straight ahead on this thing. By burning like this, we're not actually moving the maneuver node marker. I think that's fine. That's fine right there. Then what we need to do is over here, we're going to eventually need to do a slowdown burn that will get us over this thing. And honestly, it might actually be coming up here. We want it to be a little bit farther forward. We just want it to come into contact with the ground so we can see when we turn trajectories on. And we're in body fixed mode. Where we're actually coming down on the body. Okay, we're coming down here. So if we move it like this, we want to get a little bit beyond it. I think that'll do it. It's in 26 minutes. Yeah, we're doing the Tylo landing this episode. We'll be able to concentrate on the Vol landing then next episode. Okay, are you ready? Kyle Kerman, ready to land on Tylo. Probably not getting too much solar power out of that panel, but what are you going to do? There. I'm good. I'm happy with that. Okay. Let's add a maneuver here now to change our north-southitude. So we get right over this guy. There we go. That actually looks like we might come into contact with the ground right there, but not too bad. 193 meters per second. That's so much. But we're traveling so fast, so I guess I should expect it. Tylo is not the moon. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. That's good enough. Okay, now right here, I don't want to activate, well, I do want to activate navigation, but what I'm curious about right now is what it's going to take to come to a complete stop. 2-minute burn. Are you ready? We're hitting F5. We're getting out of map mode. We're turning this off. We're checking our fuel tanks. We still technically have fuel in our fuel tanks. These are the right things to stage. We are 3 minutes and 48 seconds away. It is a 2-minute burn, so we want to wait until we're about a minute beforehand. As freaky as that is. So 1 minute before is when we're going to do this. and hope that we're not wrong about this. Let's get this up so we know when to stage. Actually, we should do it 1 minute. Yeah, we'll do it 1 minute and 10 seconds because I'm getting scared. Okay, we're deleting the maneuver node. We have nothing telling us when we're going to die. Okay, we're dropping the fuel tanks in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. Okay, still nothing is telling us when we're going to crash. We are right on this line now. I think we need to keep it like this, though. We got to keep our trajectory above the marker. We're still traveling 1,000 meters per second. Let's go ahead and get the landing gear down. It's getting dark, but the sun is basically above us. We do have to carry these all the way down, even if they run out of fuel. And there's our target. Holy cow. Okay, we're going to aim retrograde. Okay, impact in 9 seconds, burn of 8 seconds. We are not going to die. Okay, we did use up all the fuel in there. And we used up a lot of the fuel in there, but there's not much we can do about it. Okay, extend your ladder. And get out of your chair. And fall off the ship. Recent accomplishments. We have landed on the surface of Tylo. Yay! How far away is this thing? This is 3 kilometers away. Holy cow, it's huge. We could have brought the ship in here. Yeah. This is not the only part of Tylo that I didn't realize was so freaking huge. Okay, well, let's, that was no good. Yeah, I went into time warp and the ship blew up. I'm making a decision here. We're gonna make this run, and I'm gonna get this, but I'm not going to reload the ship or anything. You're stuck on Tylo, buddy. Holy cow! Did I misjudge the size of this thing? Okay, we just got the world first contract. We are 1.5 kilometers from the center of this thing. And we are just reaching the mouth. And it's a cave on both sides. It's got an opening on both sides. So it's basically a really, really, really big moon arch. I wonder if it actually is a moon arch that was just stretched wide in one direction and then made really big. No, probably not, because it looks like it has a curve in it. But I don't know. Maybe. That is crazy, though. I still want to make a base in here. I think I know what my next series is going to be. But anyway, yeah, I should probably, Nightingale, already have credit for this. Considering I'm officially inside the cave right now, I probably should have credit for having discovered it. Sorry if you hear the jackhammer outside. Hey, we just got it. This would be a good place to hide out from all the radiation from Joule. Yes, it would. And we got the contract, $1 million more bucks in the bank that we're never going to use. And Kyle Kerman. Oh, I wish you could rotate him. There we go. Kyle Kerman, you have found your new home. I hope you all enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I would try to get Kyle back, but we blew up his ship, and No Man's Sky is coming out this weekend. So I'm trying to finish up the series. I'm HMV, though, and I will, as always, talk at you later.